What is good, YouTube? It's Ateh here with another video. In today's video, we are playing against the best team in our league. They're called Excel. So in today's game, I played the full game. It was 80 minutes long, and I played left back the whole game. It was a tough game, so I'm just gonna analyze the mistakes, the good, the bad, and just overall analyze how the game went and how I could improve on some things on the field. So here we're just getting on the field. I'm just looking at it. The first thing you can notice, it's a very small field. So down your screen, the left back, that's number 4, that's me. Okay, so we have a free kick here. Our center back Ivan kicks it, but it goes to the other team, and then they get the ball in the middle. And then right here, my job is to force this guy wide to either force a very tough shot or for him to pass it to a teammate backwards. And then he ends up passing the teammate backwards, who crosses it in, but then our goalie Ethan was able to easily hold that. So right here I'm on the set piece, and I try to loft it into the box. It didn't go as far as I wanted. Yeah, there's a lot happening right here. And this guy plays it wide, and he plays a really good ball down here to his teammate. And then he's looking for the one-time cross, but then our goalie Ethan comes out very smartly to hold on to the ball. Here they have a throw-in, and my goal here was just to get the ball forward because I noticed there was at least two close on me. So I was able to do that and then get into position, and then here the ball goes out of bounds. Here they're just passing the ball across the defensive line, and right here I should be on his back to make it hard for him to turn, but then he gets an easy turn because I wasn't on his back. But I was able to fortunately kick the ball out of bounds. Straight off the throw, they're able to find a player in the middle who plays a good ball to the striker, and he does a good job of keeping me off the ball, I'm not gonna lie. And right here, I try to block it, but I don't face the ball, so he's able to get a corner there, across there, and he ends up kicking it out of bounds. So here I'm taking the goal kick, and it was a pretty bad one, actually a very bad one. But yeah, Ivan's able to get the ball up, deflects off a player, and then it goes to Allen. Allen plays a great ball to Blaze. It's a little weak, but it was still pretty good. And then Blaze is trying to get past a couple defenders, and then he ends up losing the ball. There's a corner here, which gets put right into the middle, and then later falls straight to me. So I just keep it simple and just clear it out of bounds. Right here we have a corner, and I'm just trying to get open, and Blaze plays a really good ball to the middle, and then Henry unfortunately misses. We get a header, the defender heads off the line, and right here they pass it to the winger, and then Sammy right here does a really good job to hit it out of bounds. Here there's a throw-in, I go for the header, and then I miss. And then here there's a lack of communication, so they're able to get the ball, but Ivan hits it wide. And here I'm taking my time because I'm not going to be able to catch him up. So I can get my stance, and then right here get a really good slide tackle off, enforcing it out for a corner. Right here they have the ball in the midfield, and then they play it over. I probably could have gotten this header, but I used a really bad form, and then they got a shot. It went off the post, and then it eventually went out of bounds. Here the ball is played to my man, and I'm on his back, so I was able to just get that touch to force it out. So from here, they give the ball to their center back, and yet again, he plays that deadly ball over the top to the striker, and they did that a lot in this game. But right here, the attacker forces me to make a decision whether to step on him or guard his teammate making that wider run. And what you always want to do is force him wide. So I got in my stance, forced him to pass it to the defender, and then you can see right there I get a really decent block or side tackle, and that ended up being a throw-in instead of potentially a goal. So here the midfielder plays a good ball to one of the wingers, and he crosses the ball into the middle, and I try to tap it around him, but it didn't work, and then they end up getting the ball. And then, as you can see, they just end up kind of just recycling the ball. They play a really good ball through the middle, and I was able to get a touch on it. And then, I don't know what happened there, but Blaze plays really smartly to get his body in front of the ball to get the foul. Straight off Blaze's foul, I get a kick. It's a pretty good kick, actually. And then the defender gets a head on it. The goalie kicks a really poor ball right to Allen and right here. The best decision would have been to play Njinju, but he didn't see him, and then he plays a ball to Ryan. It's not the worst ball, and then Ryan gets a shot off, and then it ends up going out for a goal kick. Here in the throw-in, I end up getting it pretty far. Unfortunately, none of our players were able to get to that, so they were able to get the ball. And then he tried to find number 11 here, but I was right there to prevent that pass from happening, and then we won the header. Here is another throw-in, and I'm literally just looking to get Blaze's run down the line, and then we were able to connect the pass. But right here, it has a little battle in the corner, which ends up going out for another throw-in. The goal of this throw-in was to get the ball around that area of the box. I did a pretty good job of that, but then they were able to get the header. And then I think that's Ryan Brown gets a shot, but the keeper was able to easily hold on to that one. All right, the center back has the ball and tries to pass his number 15, but Angel's able to block that pass from right here. I'm trying to get the ball around this area because I know this Blaze and Allen are wide open there, but it wasn't the best pass, and then Excel were able to get the ball back. Right here, Excel player has the ball, and then he ends up clearing the ball. And then what I'm trying to do here is get wide and be an option for Carlos, and then that's what I do. Not the worst touch ever, but I take too much time right there, which allows the defender to disrupt my pass to Angel. The Excel player has the ball here, tries to pass it to number 15, and it's very simple for me to just straight up clear the ball off field. This is another very similar situation. The defender tries to pass it to 15, I believe, and I see him on my back, so I'm just trying to get the ball, out for a throw-in. And here, this is a throw-in for Excel. They throw into the box, goes to Carlos, and Carlos just kicks it out, and the ref blows a whistle. So I'm just going to read off a stat real quick. We had 25.9 percent possession compared to Excel's 74.1 percent in possession, and you can really tell that they dominated the first half, and they did dominate the most of this game possession wise, so that's one thing we need to work on. Here at the start of the second half, it's 0-0. Henry passes to Allen, and Allen then tries to get the ball field, but ends up going to an Excel center back. So our goalie Ethan gets the kickoff. It's a pretty high one, and then Excel player heads the ball right to me. I take my time, and then I clear it upfield. Allen gets a head on it, Excel player gets a head on it, and then Ryan gets a head on it, and now Excel have possession of the ball. Here Allen has the ball, he plays the ball to Henry. It's not the worst pass. He probably could have passed it down, but it still wasn't the worst pass. And then right there, they try to play at the back, and then they get it up. I get a touch on it, and then they get the ball back. I'm trying to get back into position because I see that they're trying to pass the ball down the wings, and they end up passing it. And then right here, I'm trying to distract him from passing that ball. And then right here, the ball comes to my man, and right here, I end up getting low in my stance and shifting my feet. And then here he ends up taking me wide, and when I'm trying to side tackle, what I do is I wait for the attacker to take a touch, and then when I see that there's that space, I don't only target the ball. I look to kind of wrap around the ball, so I'm getting the ball and the player, but I'm mainly getting the ball, so it's not a foul, and it's a higher chance of success than to only tackle the ball, because if he's able to get his feet in front of your boot, your cleat, then that's going to be a foul, and that would have been a penalty there. But I get a successful side tackle, and it falls to another Excel player, and Ivan is there to get the block for a corner. So far in this game, we've done a pretty good job of not allowing a goal, but we gave the center back too much time, and he was able to get to the left back, crosses it in, the ball, it goes in our goalie's hands, falls to an attacker, and he's able to easily put that into the back of net to give them the 1-0 lead after about 10 minutes of playing in the second half. So yeah, that was a very, very disappointing goal to concede. There's a set piece here from about the halfway yard line. It's a very good kick for me actually, but none of the attackers are able to predict the ball. So again here I'm on the goal kick. I kick it. It's actually not that bad of a kick. Excel gets the ball and they pass it to the right winger, and I'm right here, and I get a decent slide tackle there, and the ball ends up going back to Excel. Here we have a set piece in our own half, and I'm taking it, and it's a pretty good one. Blaze gets a head on it, and Henry gets it, and then he kicks it off an Excel defender, which gave us a throw-in. So straight off the throw-in, again, my goal was to get into that middle area, and it wasn't the worst throw ever, but Excel player was able to get to it first, which they give us another throw-in. You already know, again, the goal is to get into that middle area, and this was actually a pretty decent throw, but we weren't able to redirect it on goal. So here we have another throw-in. I see Blaze making his run, so I'm trying to hit him, and it doesn't go to him, but an Excel player hits it, but then he was called for a high kick, which didn't give us a free kick. So me and Blaze are standing over the ball, and then I get a touch on it, and then Blaze whips it in. Other player gets it, and then Ivan scores the header to tie the game at 1. So that was a very good like set piece goal, and it was it was good to see that we were able to score that. Again, on the far sideline we have another throw from me. It goes very far, and quite a lot of things happen here, so I'm just gonna like let you guys like watch what happens here. So some headers being won, and then he plays a really good ball. I don't know if it was intentional or not. Plays it right to his left winger, and he gets an easy finish to put Excel up 2-1. So here the right center back has the ball. He tries to get it over to his right winger, I believe. Not the best touch, and I smartly get in front of the ball to get the foul. So here Excel's goalie passes it to his left center back, and he has some time, so he tries to ping it, but it goes to Jan, but it goes back to an Excel player, who then looks to play it through the middle, but I'm able to get in front of him and get the ball. And right here, I'm just running with it. And around here, I'm trying to signal Ryan to make that forward run down the line, and he doesn't. And then I'm not able to pass the ball. So here we have a goal kick. It's a pretty bad goal kick from me. And then there's a little miscommunication between me and Carlos. And right here, I get my stance, trying to force him wide. I do a pretty good job of that, and it unfortunately goes under our keeper's arm. That gave Excel the third goal to give them the 3-1 lead. Here we have a goal kick with seconds left in the game, and then Allen gets a header, and then the ref blows a whistle. So it was a tough loss, tough game, 3-1 loss. Really wasn't a good game at all from us as a whole as a team. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. If you guys want more full game breakdowns, just drop in the comment section. I'll be sure to make more this year. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and have a good rest of your day.